Welcome to the inside story of type 2 diabetes. Trust me, it's more exciting than it sounds. We're about to take a trip into the bloodstream, where sugars, fats, and hormones are constantly in conflict. Before we dive into blood sugar chaos, let's meet the real characters causing all the drama. They live in your bloodstream, work in your cells, and sometimes they cause a whole lot of trouble. Let's meet the cast of this microscopic metabolic mystery.
Hey, you know me, and all my cousins. We're sugars, glucose, the sweet one. There are millions of us in every gram of sugar. One snack? That's this crowd. You see us here as glucose? Yeah, all part of the O's family. But we don't always start this way. The other cousins, fructose, lactose, sucrose, they gotta be broken down first. Ugh, some even have to go through the liver to get converted, torn apart just to end up right here in the bloodstream. Messy, but we always make it. A lot of us come straight from soda, candy, white bread. Boom, party started. No waiting, no processing. Too fast, if you ask me. And when too many of us show up, oh, we tear the place apart. You've seen a wild house party, right? Yeah, we're that party. And you know who always shows up uninvited? Inflammation. Loud, fiery, messy. Brings drama wherever she goes. But hey, we didn't invite her. Look, we're not all bad, okay? We're the main power source around here. Muscles, brain, heart, they all run on us. We want to get into the cells. We're trying to leave this crowded blood supply. But we gotta wait for insulin to open the door. And lately, she's slow. Like, fat and molasses slow. So yeah, we're just stuck out here. Floating. Don't go blaming us for everything. It's not our fault. We're just trying to power the place. Blame the doors. But us? We just came to party.
Hey, did I hear someone mention my name? Yeah, I'm Insulin. You call, I show up. It's what I do. I know my job. I keep glucose from overcrowding the bloodstream. I unlock the doors, let her into the cells where she belongs. When I can't do that, yeah, but we've got a problem. And don't even get me started on the liver. It keeps pumping more sugar into the blood. That's its job, sure. But I can't get a clear message through to tell it to stop. You think I'm old? Please. I was literally born seconds ago. Beta cells saw glucose and sent me out, fresh and ready. This isn't burnout, this is resistance. I'm trying. But those doors, they don't open like they used to. It's like someone gummed up the lock, and all the noise in the system. No, it's messing with my signals. Static. Interference. Total chaos.
You called? Yeah. I'm Inflammation, first responder, combat unit, soldier, in the war against invaders. I don't wait for orders. I show up fast, hit hard, and light up the zone. That's what I was made for. Bacteria, virus, parasite, I'm your guy. I neutralize threats, clear the field, no hesitation, no apology. Problem is that things get messy. These days, I'm getting deployed for the wrong battles. High glucose levels look like a break. Saturated fat flooding the walls? Yeah, that screams intruder. And when I see a threat, I react. That's my job. Doesn't matter if it's real or it just looks like one. I was built to respond. First hit's always the vessels. Glucose floods in like an ambush. I respond with fire. Flare-ups, swelling barricades. But that wrecks the line and makes it brittle, weak. That's how the walls break down. That's how the war begins. Then it reaches the eyes. Those tiny vessels can't handle the heat. One wrong spark and they burst. Scar tissue builds. Vision fades. Keep it up and yeah, it'll take the light away. Never for good. Signals jammed, circuits fried. I light up nerves like a misfire. Pins, needles, numbness. The system's scrambled like trying to send orders through a burning wire. Now the kidneys. They're the filters. But under siege, they clog. Can't clear the waste. I roll in thinking infection, but I'll leave scorched earth behind. Pancreas keeps pumping out troops, insulin, but it's drowning, overworked, overwhelmed. I show up trying to protect and end up torching the command center. And the liver? It's confused, still pumping out glucose like we're in famine. I try to shut it down. The system's chaos, friendly fire everywhere. Don't blame me for the chaos. I didn't draw the battle lines. I'm the cleanup crew for a war that never ends. The body keeps calling me in. Junk food, stress, no sleep. All signals flare red, and I move in. And here's the worst part. When the real enemy shows up, like a virus, I'm already exhausted, burned out, too spread out to fight where I'm actually needed. So, yeah, maybe I lash out. Confuse friend from foe, start breaking things that were never the enemy. But what would you do, surrounded, under fire, with no clear command? I'm not the problem, I'm just following orders.
Oh, hi. I'm just an enzyme, working inside a cell. My job? Keep the walls sealed tight, so the outside doesn't leak in and wreck the hard-working machinery inside. I handle the sealant, and that sealant, it's fat. Just about any kind'll do according to the specs, but look at this mess. Don't blame me. I don't pick the materials, I just build the wall. You send me the good stuff, those nice flexible fats. I want to be proud of what I build, you know. Doors that swing easy, walls that breathe. Not this clogged up, sticky mess. Thick, sticky, heavy junk. Yeehaw. Nobody seems to want it, but it's everywhere. Supposed to do. I use what shows up. Now look at it. Walls hard as a rock. Glucose knocking, can't even get through half the time. You send me the right stuff again? The good fats, the kind that flex and stretch. I'll tear this junk out, scrape it down, start fresh. But hey, I don't make the deliveries. I just lay the bricks.
I'm the control operator in the pancreas. I watch the glucose meter. When it starts rising, I start pumping out insulin. It's supposed to be a smooth system. More sugar, more insulin, more doors open. Glucose gets in, levels go down, but something's wrong. I send out more insulin, and nothing changes. Levels keep rising, dangerously high. I'm pushing this machinery harder and harder. We're running hot, dangerously hot. The pumps weren't built for this. I don't know what else to do. I can't keep this up forever. Someday soon, this whole system's gonna break down. And when that happens...
I've been doing this job since before Beta Cell was even assembled. I'm the liver. I store sugar. I release sugar. That's the protocol. I don't just stop because someone down the line forgot how to flip a switch. You think glucose is all I do? Please. I filter toxins, break down meds, make cholesterol. I let it out. But here's the thing. I only stop when insulin tells me to. And lately, I'm not getting the message. You want to know why I can't hear insulin? 2 words. SFA and inflammation. That sticky, saturated fat has clogged up the whole communication system. And inflammation? She's screaming into the radio, lighting up alarms all day long. You can't sort real signals from static. And now, fat's building up inside me. Fatty liver. I'm not just managing sugar. I'm choking on it. You think that helps me do my job? So yeah, the blood's full of sugar and everyone's yelling, "Liver, stop!" But what do you want from me? I follow the signals. And if the signals are garbage, that's on them, not me. You want me to stop. Fix the resistance. Clear the fat. Make the signal loud and clear again. Until then, the spigot stays open.
Hi, I'm saturated fat. You can call me SFA. I come mostly from animal products, meat, cheese, butter. Some plants like coconut oil make me too. But don't let the tropical name fool you. I'm stiff, literally. That's kind of my thing. The body doesn't really know what to do with me. I don't burn easy. Don't move on quick. I'm like a guest that shows up, It never leaves. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm important. Hormones, you need me for those. I help a little, just a smidge. But hey, that counts, right? Sure, I mess with insulin. Kinda jam up the works. Slow everything down. Maybe block a few doors, but that's just how I roll. This body, oh, it loves me. Steak, butter, cheese. Can't get enough. Says it wants to be healthy. But look at it. It just keeps bringing me back. And yeah, healing it. Literally. But love's complicated, you know. Sometimes they just don't want to let go. Then there's the other fats. Simple. Monounsaturated, he's nice. Boring as toast. Probably alphabetizes his olive oils. Now, omega-6, that one's wild. Inflames everything. Full body chaos. I respect that. Omega-3. Total goody two-shoes. You only get her from seaweed, chia, fish, and flax. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now get out of my alley before I block your arteries too.
So, you've met some of the main players. Did you catch the good ones, bad ones, and yeah, the downright ugly ones? Here's the deal. The real troublemakers in this system: saturated fats, too much glucose, and inflammation, always crashing the party. Well, buckle up, because now we're about to watch them in action. Look at this mouth-watering meal. A juicy cheeseburger, a pile of golden fries, all washed down with a cold, sparkling cola. Yup, that's the standard American diet. Sad by name, sad by design. Let's see what really happens inside the body when the feast begins. After a high-sugar meal, there's a rapid spike of glucose in the bloodstream, more than the cells can use right away. At the same time, saturated fat gums up the cell membrane, blocking insulin from unlocking the GLUT4 doors. Insulin tries to open the doors, but it can't. The system's resistant. Glucose is stuck outside. The pancreas senses the backup and starts pumping out more and more insulin till it's pushed to the brink.
What?
Meanwhile, the liver's confused.
Say that
It
again.
still
Are
thinks
you
the
there?
body
What?
needs energy,
I still can't hear
so
you.
it keeps releasing
this?
more glucose. This triggers the activation of inflammation forces, which begin attacking tissues and wreaking havoc throughout the body. What you just witnessed was a system in crisis. Too much sugar, too much fat, too many signals blocked, and too many working overtime just to stay afloat. Glucose overwhelmed the bloodstream. Insulin was outmatched. The membranes were jammed. Inflammation took advantage. And the liver, well, he never got the message. Diabetes is a progressive disorder. Insulin resistance starts years before the body even reaches pre-diabetes levels. At first, the pancreas keeps pumping out more and more insulin to keep up. But eventually, it starts getting tired, and it can no longer keep up. That's when diabetes sets in. But there is hope, and it can be reversed. That is the end of today's class. Next time, we'll look at reversing diabetes.